lab in Akihabara, $1 million budget, and 14 talented students from top schools in the US and Canada. What can they create and deliver in just 10 short weeks?
The amount of ownership that they give us here.
$1 million program was that we were able to order a bunch of parts and use the best one.
And they're very ambitious goals by the end of the program. It puts a lot of pressure on us to perform at our best.
And here James is doing his cardio exercise.
Making health span match up to lifespan is one of the most important problems of our generation. This application basically provides real-time translation and annotation of a speaker's speech. Hopefully allow for people to communicate better even if there's a language barrier.
This time, we're looking at 2 software projects that were developed during the program.
Individuals in Japan goes up. The demand for things like rehabilitation or health services also goes up. It's between living a long life and living a healthy life. Being comfortable while you're alive is just as important as actually being alive.
To address Japan's rapidly increasing elder population, the students developed a smart IoT device that provides customized exercise plans.
I think making health span match up to lifespan is one of the most important problems of our generation, and it's very cool to be working on a project that targets that kind of moonshot idea. What we're specifically making right now is a home workout device, which is a box that you can plug into your TV. The way our flow works is at first the user gets asked a survey where they get asked their name, basic information. I'm just going to click through it because we don't need to All of this stuff is controlled with a TV remote control. Then they fill all the questions and then we generate a customized exercise for them. And that exercise shows up right here. And they can choose to either do the custom exercise or choose from a library of other exercises.
It's an integrated software and hardware solution that provides a personalized user experience. The device was built completely from scratch by the team, from product design to AI implementation.
One is to iron out the technical uncertainty by making a pretty polished product that does the core experience of exercise really well.
The team members covered a wide variety of skills, from electrical engineering to machine learning. The first 6 weeks were spent creating the framework of the software application.
Everyone is at their respective areas of technology. And I've never worked on a team that has skills across hardware, mechanical, electrical, and software. And I think it's been really interesting to learn from other people.
The team also incorporated a pose detection model, allowing the device to automatically determine how the user is exercising in front of the screen. Over the weeks, many iterations were made to improve the model.
And then I think the second big thing is validating the customer problem by showing this device to real users, older adults who speak Japanese, who live in Japan, and seeing if it actually adds value to their life and fits in to their daily lives.
To gain feedback, the team traveled to various senior homes in order to conduct user testing.
歩いて10分なのに、5分ぐらい昼食の余裕があって。
On this day, the team visited Kawasaki City, about an hour and a half away from the lab by train.
こんにちは。石川さんです。スカイノと申します。どうぞお世話になっております。
The volunteer was an 89-year-old man who is known around town for his health and exercise habits. First, they tried some simple lower body exercises.
お尻を下げた方がいいね。
He followed the poses displayed on the screen perfectly.
まだスパットです。
How did he enjoy the experience?
パーフェクトでした。100点です。やったことあるやつばっかりだから。そうそう。
80過ぎるとね、こっちが悪い人と、こっちが悪い人両方はあんまりいないけど、片っぽが悪い人もいる、腕振りますよとかね、なんか表現があるとか、スクワットとか。
As someone who has never been inside, like, it helps me a lot to visualize how the device is going to be used. Yeah, I think that's a very good image to have in mind.
The students conducted over 20 tests just like this, collecting valuable opinions and feedback.
You get to do the exercise itself. So the first move is a warrior pose. And you can see that as James holds the pose, the bar on the left side fills up. So he has to hold this pose for 15 seconds. And if he stops, then the timer also stops. Oh, you better keep going, James. Okay, 3 seconds left, and that is the warrior pose.
Through the device's camera, the AI system recognizes the user and determines reps automatically. Incorporating user feedback, explanations and tips were added for each workout.
It's a cardio exercise. We've queued up a nice disco track for you.
In just 10 weeks, a fully functional proof of concept was developed, with market validation and a solid plan for future development.
So the next steps would be to build the product out into something that's full-featured. And I also personally, being from the US, I think it would be very cool to expand to the US. And having the technology, it just feels like magic to watch the pose detection work and the computer vision. And I think that technology is something that could be applied to a lot of other things as well.
But there's more. Another AI-driven project aimed at improving everyday lives.
Reazon Holdings is becoming a very global company. And so there are lots of team members from lots of different parts of the world, and some people may not be entirely fluent in both English and Japanese. After thinking about this, we decided that we wanted to think about how we can better enable multilingual communication. In order to do this, we developed LangFit. LangFit is an application which translates and annotates speech in real time. The plan is for it to be used in conference meetings or team meetings, but it can also be used in like one-on-one conversations and also presentations like I'm giving to you guys today.
For Japanese and English is sometimes is completely like reversed. We want to like make a program that can process those sentences and also give like accurate translations.
Software was built from the ground up that runs multiple servers simultaneously.
Microphone would pick up a lot of short words that weren't actually like meaningful. And so to fix that, we added a sentence filtering system where if a word or if a sentence is very short, or if it's like one of these filler words, and for those types of words, it will actually disappear.
The application will be used during product launches and presentations that need bilingual translation capabilities. It'll even be used at its own launch event.
A lot of people are becoming older in Japan. And one statistic that we thought was quite staggering is that about a third of people are over the age of 65. So our grandparents are like more normal than we are.
It's not just for translation. Keywords are highlighted in real time, helping users learn as they use the software. This is especially useful for those who know some, but not all of a second language, which is very common at Reazon.
日本人は今よりももっと英語を勉強しなくなりますが大丈夫でしょうか?
I think this will be a nice way for people to study English without actually having to like 勉強, you know, and hopefully allow for people to communicate better even if there's a language barrier.
Building towards a bright future shaped by technology, development continues at the Reazon Human Interaction Lab.